Adrastos fell quiet and considered her for a moment. He raised a lone finger and traced the black bruising his blow had already caused. Unlike the bite marks, which might remain for days, he saw the bruising from his slap disappearing before him as seconds passed. His eyes narrowing in contempt, he spoke. "Do you think I like being embarrassed before my brother and retinue? Do you think I like striking the woman who was so cruelly taken from me, whom I have spent centuries looking for? No, I do not. I dreamed of finding you as you have stayed, frozen in my dreams and memories, radiating with the effortless beauty and countenance of a noble woman. But that was folly. I should have expected nothing but ignorance and betrayal from a woman corrupted by the modern world. Centuries passed, and you ladies have all deluded yourselves into thinking you're men, casting aside all dignity and honor we have afforded you," he said, his tone dripping with reproval. "In time, you will reclaim the honor of the woman I once loved. You will come to appreciate the magnitude of suffering I have endured to create a kingdom for our protection," he raged, his voice echoing against the stone walls. "In the meantime, I will treat you as a dog, since you lack the wisdom to comport yourself as any higher form of life. When you grow weary of these pointless rebellions, you will ask me to extol the virtues unique to you, and I, in my mercy, will teach you the burden and honor of being the mistress of Fauquier Hall." Adrastos reached behind Mitzi's back, then grabbed and twisted the embedded chains, causing her to scream out in blinding pain, before he turned her around and pressed her face into the hard ground. "You are not meant to like either the slap or the chains, Parmitzvia. Now that you belong to me, as part of my chattel, the wildness I found so enchanting has become the challenge I am destined to conquer. I have learned much in my long years on how to treat one such as you. By the time we are finished, you will be eating out of my hand, thanking me with tears in your eyes for granting your every breath. I know you do not believe or understand this now, but you will." Adrastos bent low, bringing his face to Mitzi's ears as he whispered, her body still racked in pain. "As for the chains, they are enchanted. Only I can remove them, and the only time I will do that is when I bed you." Adrastos snapped his fingers, and Mitzi felt relief and a tickling sensation as the chains slid off her back and rattled against each other. She sighed deeply, but before she could utter a sound, Adrastos was tearing at her dress, intent on taking her again on the cold stone floor. Screaming, she turned her head to look across the expanse of the floor, and her eyes found the still motionless body of Buttercup. She could tell Buttercup was alive by the rising and falling of the wet nurse's chest, and that was a relief. Maybe she could keep them both alive.